Welcome to StopFake, the place where we set the record straight on fakes about Ukraine. I'm Paul Niland with StopFake's latest dissection of Russian alternate reality. This week's disinformation menu brings you the following. US Secretary of State nominee Tillison names conditions under which Crimea would be recognized as Russian. TASS claims Ukraine doubles gas consumption. Is Thailand cancelling its Ukrainian tank order? And thousands of Germans protest against NATO. So let's get to the details. Scores of Russian media outlets manipulated what US Secretary of State nominee Rex Tillerson said during his congressional confirmation hearing. Russian state news agency TASS declared that Tillison had named the terms under which Crimea would be recognized as part of Russia, and Lenta.ru quickly followed suit, claiming that he clarified those conditions. Both agencies conveniently and completely ignored the fact that Tillison agreed that Russia's annexation of Crimea was illegal and violated Ukraine's sovereignty. Tillison did not outline any conditions for such recognition. On the contrary, he said that Russia had no right to take Crimea, and the weak response for this action from the US emboldened Moscow. Responding to a question at his confirmation hearing from Ohio Senator Rob Portman, which included a recommendation that the United States would never recognize the annexation of Crimea, similar to the way the US never recognized the Soviet occupation of the Baltic states at the outset of World War II, Tillison responded,
"The only way that could ever happen is if there were some broader agreement that was satisfactory to the Ukrainian people. So, absent that, no, we would never recognize that."
Never recognize, okay.
In general, US media were generally critical of Tillison's appearance before Congress, during which he admitted that Russia posed a danger to the US and it should be held accountable for its actions. Members of Congress continue to be concerned about his close connections with Russia's leadership. On January 10th, scores of Russian media featured stories claiming that Ukraine had doubled its gas consumption due to severe winter temperatures. Russia's national press agency TASS is the source of this story. TASS, in turn, cites Ukrainian gas transit company Ukretransgaz as its source of these claims. TASS suggests that despite Ukraine's reassurances that it has sufficient gas reserves, it may in fact not have enough for the winter season. StopFake reached out to Ukretransgaz to fact-check these claims. According to company spokesman Maxim Bilyavsky, TASS's claims are inaccurate and manipulative. To get an accurate picture of gas consumption, we must compare how much gas Ukrainians use during any given period with the same period of previous years, Bilyavsky pointed out. As of January 7, 2017, Ukraine had taken 90 million cubic meters of gas from its underground storage facilities, compared with 137 million cubic meters for the same period last year. According to Ukraine's state gas company Naftogaz, Ukraine's 2016 gas consumption actually decreased by 19% compared to 2015 and by 45% compared to 2014. Ukraine has not imported gas from Russia for over a year, a fact that Naftogaz proudly posted on its website last November. Naftogaz now keeps a running clock that counts the days the country has gone without importing Russian gas. Russian and Ukrainian media reported this week that Thai Defence Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan has cancelled Thailand's contract with Ukraine's Kharkiv Malyshev plant for the purchase of 49 Oplot tanks. According to the site Vesti, Thailand will buy tanks from China instead of Ukraine because of an alleged breach of contract. Ukraine is to deliver 49 Oplot tanks to Thailand by October 2017. After problems with delivery arose, Thailand's military committee responsible for weapons purchases decided to limit the number of tanks purchased from Ukraine and opted to buy more from China. Vesti's source appears to be an article in the Bangkok Post from January 3rd about Thailand increasing the scope of its arms deals with China. At the same time, the article also quotes a Thai general who expresses confidence that Ukraine will deliver the 49 tanks contracted by the due date, a detail that Vesti fails to mention. According to the Malyshev press office, the plant has not received any cancellation notice from Thailand, and delivery of the tanks is taking place as scheduled. This is not the first time Russian media has claimed that Thailand has opted for Chinese rather than Ukrainian tanks. Similar claims appeared at the beginning of 2016. The Russian Defense Ministry's television channel Zvezda hugely inflated the number of Germans protesting on January 7th against the presence of NATO troops on European territory. According to the Zvezda story, thousands of people protested. The protest was timed to happen at the same time as the arrival of US armoured combat vehicles in the German port of Bremerhaven as part of NATO's Operation Atlantic Resolved, aimed to demonstrate US commitment to the security of NATO allies. Zvezda claimed that thousands of Germans took to the streets demanding Germany close its ports and roads to NATO traffic. The video was filmed with close-ups filling the screen, making it impossible to determine the scale of the protest. But another video of the January 7th peace demonstration claims that some 200 people participated in the protest. According to the demonstration organisers Bremen Friedensforum, only up to 400 people actually participated in the staged protest. That's it for this week. Beware of fakes. Be vigilant. If you spot any disinformation about Ukraine, send it to us for a truth autopsy. Remember, consuming fake news is not only bad for your health and your brain, it's bad for the psychological climate of society, so don't do it.